She got on that cheap list. She got that discount.
She's on the cheap list.
She got the discount rate.
DL for sure on the discount.
Damn.
Because it's compared to what she'd be paying there down at the old campus.
Oh yeah, I bet.
This is a godsend over here.
You got all those marijuana fields growing in the backyard.
Oh yeah,
next to the tomato plants.
Plants.
So we got a lot of viewers
I think almost every time we've done this podcast, Dustin's always done it from some different room of the house.
Now I'm in the garage.
You're kind of back to where it all started from.
Yeah, basically.
I think it looks great back there.
I think it does too.
You've
really done a lot. You've really done a lot to the place.
Well, I know you can't see the whole garage, but I did straighten it up this week, and I'm in my closet. When I first moved in to this house, I turned this closet was into originally like a little grow closet, and then now it's turned into a little podcast closet.
Nice.
And it's very small. As you can see, those are all my awesome power tools back there, and you're just basically garbage. It's basically garbage,
Bunch of fucking relics.
Oh my god, I got so much shit. I mean, so much shit. I have a problem, I'm pretty sure, on keeping just useless family.
What do you have in your garage?
2 cars.
Couple refrigerators.
I do have 2 fridges. I have a standard fridge and a kegerator.
Of course he does. Of course he does.
But I haven't used a kegerator in a long time. It's there, but it's not plugged in. It's not useful right now.
Got it.
Yeah, I turned my third car garage into. I did a workbench.
Oh, good.
Put a workbench in. I got I got my rowing machine. I do a little workout over there. I got a TV. I found I got a vise, so I can.
Oh, you got a vise?
Oh,
got a vise. I got a vise. So I can find, never know when you need that third arm. Sometimes you need a third arm. And the vise works as a third arm.
Sometimes 4.
Third hand. Yeah.
So I want to introduce, so it's DMudd and OFace show. Another week coming at you. And we have a guest from the old school podcast days, back in the days.
Way back in the days.
Our original production manager, a.k.a. Dicknose Productions, Richard Nose, part of the Pearl Necklace Bandits back in the day.
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks for the intro.
The sound man. The sound.
He's the sound guy. He's here joining us tonight there. How we doing there, Dicknose?
Doing great. Thanks for having me, guys. Dustin, it's been a couple months since I've seen you. Jeff, it's been maybe
a couple years.
2 years. So it's good to see you guys.
Yeah, you too. You too.
Yeah.
I can't even call you Dicknose. That's still not
sure
nice. I think every time you've called him Dicknose, I just laugh after it. I can't even. I don't think I can bring myself to do it.
I laughed before you call me Dicknose, so that's okay.
Yeah, I was.
With that being said, Dicknose, explain what that you have on the wall.
Oh yeah.
So just in case things get a little bit boring tonight, I was asked to come on to the show, and I thought that I like Bud Light, so I'd introduce everybody. When Bud Light, does anybody know when Bud Light came to fruition? What year?
Tell us.
If I had a guess, I'd probably say like the early 60s.
Oh boy, you're guessing wrong there, son of a gun.
Whoa, probably way off, right?
April 1981.
Whoa!
Sorry, I'm on the wrong one.
You're on Bud Original. You're on Bud Original.
That's the original can design right there.
Okay, I was way off.
Wow,
that's it. That's the only reason why those pictures are back there.
Tell me Bud Light wasn't around in the 70s?
Not, Wikipedia here.
He's got
your notes. You got notes.
1981.
Well, that's the earliest we could find it.
Yep, Bud. Yeah, Bud. Yep.
Bud Original though. Budweiser Original is definitely in the 70s, right?
That's what I think. That's what I think you are thinking of.
But then finally
We're
about
talking
Bud Light. The Bud
Light.
Light sounds very 80s to me. Like when people are trying to change the fad then. Disco music.
Got to get skinny and start working out and drinking light beer.
Jazzercising. I need a light beer.
Too bad you didn't have that thought when you first guessed the year. You would have gotten it right from the 80s.
Well,
No.
I wonder what year Coors Lights came around. Huh? Do you have one of those on the wall? Like a little diagram for those?
I don't. I'm so sorry.
But I am fascinated though by the colors of the changing of the cans throughout the years though. I really like it.
I think I remember 95 because that's when I turned 18. So that's probably my most famous can right there.
Yeah, I think once you got into that like 95, 97 range, that's what I was definitely remembering.
They started getting a little bit Bud Ice in here. You see that Bud Ice?
Oh, yeah. I went through a stage. Definitely went through a stage of Bud Ice.
Oh yeah, Bud Ice.
Do you remember though when they went from, I believe it was that can, or no, this can to this? Do you guys remember the 2004 to 2008?
I do. Yeah, I do remember that.
I almost gave up. I think that's when I changed from Bud Light to Coors Light, and then I quickly came back to Coors Light.
What's funny, the taste has always been the same, but it was the art. Yeah, the artwork threw you off
because of the artwork, huh?
That was at Boosters. Remember Boosters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your little hole. Yeah, that was your hole in the wall over there by the freaking Mongolian barbecue place, by the sushi place.
Yeah.
Hole, whatever.
You're like a 7-time champion over there, right? With the worst bar games ever.
What a couple games of ping pong over there. Yeah.
So they haven't really changed the can for a while there. Like, when was the last time they've changed it?
Well, this is not even up to date.
I mean, you don't have the most original can there, bro.
Let me look at my Wikipedia here real quick.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What's going on here? But the taste has always stayed the same. Ultimately, right?
Garbage, right?
Well, I mean, you're drinking a Coors Light. That's worse.
Well,
that's worse.
Take one of these.
Worse.
Those are good. We'll take those.
Yeah. The last person to have one of these. Who was the last person to have one of these? Bill or Jamie? Do you think
that got like
knighted?
So you're not drinking those. Those are just for show.
No.
Right?
These are for Dustin when he comes over.
Oh no, I still have some of those left. I've spent a lot of money on a lot of those bottles.
You did?
They're pretty.
Oh yeah, I bought everybody a bunch of shit.
He showed up with a whole 18-pack or whatever at my door.
Everybody got like an 18-pack.
I guess it was our door at that time, right, Dustin? Since we were living together.
We were living together then?
Yeah.
No, 2012, 14. I was gone. We were gone, bro.
Oh, you were gone, so then it still showed up at my door then.
Oh yeah. I'm not sure what house, but
yeah, those are the days.
That's good. Well, speaking of Bud Light, I mean, we got football coming up here, right? I mean, this is a big weekend.
It is a big weekend.
A lot of big games. And do you remember like the Bud Light Bowl during the Super Bowl?
The Bud Bowl.
The Bud Bowl. Yeah. Remember that?
Oh yeah. Bud Light versus like basically Budweiser.
And you'd be like, who's gonna win?
Yeah.
Can I go take a nap real quick while you guys talk about football?
Oh hey.
Oh well. I think you want to take a nap because who's your team, bro?
So I'm really into the Packers this year.
Oh, really? But who's your
just this year?
Team? Who do you root for?
I always go for Denver. John Elway.
Oh, no wonder he wants to go to sleep.
I did watch that other game the other night, and you guys are going to have to remember get me the team names. It was it Sunday night?
Chargers Raiders.
Yes, and it went. No, was it Chargers?
Sorry, Sunday. No,
Raiders?
Sunday night. Yeah.
And
Chargers Raiders.
The last 4 minutes went for like 45 minutes, like a basketball game.
Yeah.
That
Pretty
was
much
impressive.
It almost ended in a tie.
Yeah, what's the Chargers quarterback's name?
Justin
guy?
Herbert.
Herbert.
Yeah. Long hair like I used to have.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Flowing.
We all
Yeah, he
used to
was-
have that. We all used to have that long hair.
Guess what?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Dustin,
I still
put it
do.
away.
Now
I'm
you
doing
look
the
like,
I'm doing the Tyler hair, the
now
hairdo.
you, now you look like Simply Red.
No, now I look like your son in your pictures or your and your Christmas
Have you-
card.
Have you watched that this week?
I just got out of the shower.
I think he
That's
washed
good.
it with his bidet.
It's still a little wet. It's still a little wet.
How many bidets do you have in your house now, Dustin?
Just one.
on every toilet. Oh, okay.
Just
Just
one.
one.
All he needs
That's
is
fair.
one. It's like all you need is one cock push up.
That's never
100%.
happening.
All you need is one.
Well, with that being said, Jeff and I are probably pretty happy because our teams made the playoffs this year. You know,
You'll never
So
guess what my
Cisco?
team is.
what?
San
Cisco.
Good job, Jeff. Yay.
He
Well,
did
it matters, man. I made it. I did that.
He did it.
I did that.
All those years carrying that cooler to all of our parties, it's finally paying off, Jeff.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Every
How
year
does
you
it
show
feel,
up to
Jeff?
a
How does
party
it
with
feel?
the
Tell-
49ers.
How's it feel, Jeff? Did you will them? Did you will them to the playoffs this year? How's it feel?
I mean, it feels amazing. I'd like to give all glory to God, first and foremost. Of course,
Who?
my Lord and Savior. Just, my families. My family's families.
My mamas.
And yeah, I mean, I'm just the greatest that's ever lived. It just happened.
Just
That's it.
getting to the playoff.
Just get in.
How long's it been?
2 years.
Woo!
Yeah. And you had the off COVID season last year, Year before that, we made it to the Super Bowl.
With Garoppolo too during that time.
Yep.
That guy,
The same dude.
Boner
Jimmy
terrific guy.
Jimmy G.
Boner terrific.
Yeah, he'll steal your girl. He'll steal your girl.
Oh, he will.
Who was that really good wide receiver? Rice, right?
Jerry Rice, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Who
playing
else
this
is it?
weekend. They activated him.
Montana.
Yeah, Terrell Owens. You had,
Owens.
Steve Young.
Okay, now who are the new guys?
Debo,
Debo Samuel. He's a big name. George Kittle.
Eli Mitchell.
Nick Bosa. Not ringing a bell?
Uh-huh.
I have never heard of any of those guys.
Oh, my God.
Well, you're a loser.
Stick to hockey there, Luke Robitaille. Hey, Detmarsh is still on the bike.
Still,
He's coming
Never
back.
got off the bike.
He's never got off the bike.
Never got off the bike.
Detmarsh is
that poor
coming back.
guy.
Detmarsh is coming back.
He was the
Hey,
next one.
who is the quarterback for the Broncos? Is it Drew Stork? Story? Drew
I
Story?
haven't
He doesn't
really been
know.
following
He
much
doesn't
football
know.
this year.
He doesn't know.
He does.
It's still John Elway in his mind. Or maybe Peyton Manning.
Oh yeah, he played 1 year there, right? 1 year.
No, he won like 2 years. They won a Super Bowl there
Didn't we win a Super Bowl? Yeah, we won a Super Bowl.
Who did?
with Peyton
The
Manning.
Broncos with Peyton Manning. Just the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
the big old ring.
He wasn't on that team.
Yeah, he was.
So what do you think about your chances this weekend, DMudd, with your Raiders going to the bungholes?
I would think that we have a pretty good chance because we're kind of on a roll right now. A little bit of a roll, and everyone's feeling pretty good. And it could be like the sneak attack of the weekend,
I was mentioning that tonight. I think it could happen. You're playing basically a rookie team. You got a bunch of guys that never been to the playoffs before. Cincinnati has been notorious for not being a great playoff team.
Well, no one has ever sent a text about the Bengals winning a playoff game ever. Do you know that?
Yeah, that's a true stat.
Even I know that.
But they have such a good team right now. But and they should definitely beat the Raiders. That's a no doubt. But you got to play the game, right? That's why we play the game.
That's why you play the game. Yes.
If you given Saturday,
what did? So wait, who's got the bye? The Packers and the who?
Tennessee Titans.
And the Packers, right?
Yeah.
That's about as far as I go.
And then there's a Monday night game. It's a wild card Monday night game. Instead of 3 games on Saturday, there's the Monday night game. It's going to be the Seahawks and the Rams. I mean the Cardinals and the Rams.
Well,
at the Rams.
You know who wants to see the Rams make it is my brother Paul.
Not me.
Yep, he followed them all the way back from the Eric Dickerson days.
Does he still follow them?
Number 29, right? 29 or 26?
29 sounds about right.
29.
Right. Remember his goggles? Remember the sweet goggles that he wore?
Oh yeah.
Those big old white puppies. Those were pretty sweet. And he would get out in the open and he was run straight up. He was straight up runner like this. He'd back straight up and just be ripping
right
down
into the end zone. Right into the end zone.
He probably saw him play at Anaheim. I'm sure when the Rams played at Anaheim back in the day.
Yeah. I think we might have been to one. I think I've only been to one professional football game.
Here's the. I was with you, it was your dad and my dad, and we went to Anaheim and went to a Rams game.
That might have been it.
And
that was it. That's it. Never been since.
Yeah, and I barely remember it because I think we barely even sat down to watch the freaking game for some reason, but we were there for a little while.
Yeah,
I remember part of it.
Both of our dads were probably hustling to the bathroom somewhere trying to figure out where we were going to go next.
I think honestly going to football games is, although fun, like obviously depending on who you're rooting for, the teams you're into.
It's boring.
I still think like it's kind of boring going to the games.
Yeah,
actually.
Totally. The play's slow. You got to wait between plays all the time.
You got TV timeouts. You're wondering what's going on half the time. You're waiting in line for the fucking urinals. You're waiting in line for food. It's just so much better just watch it at home.
I'm ahead of the curve. Just don't go.
You go early. You go early. You go if you lived close enough. You go early. You tailgate, and then you go home and watch it before the game starts. The tailgating is the best part of the football.
Have you done that before, Jeff?
I have not, but I have seen people who have done that in San Diego. I've been down to San Diego, going to a Chargers game, and it was a game like I just got involved. Oh, actually, I went with Mort.
Meticulous.
Mort was seeing some girl and asked Tam and I to go with him to a game. He'd gotten tickets to like his company he was working with. We went, and like my brother-in-law who was living in San Diego at the time, like down the street he came and like hung out with us, and we all tailgated. And there were some people that were just like down there to party at the tailgate, and then they all just hopped on the freaking trolley and just went home, right? Watched it from another bar or home or something. That's just the party that's like the party hanging out down there for like 3-4 hours. And then you're like boning out. You're like, oh, I'll go to Old Town. I'll go watch the game down in the bars at Old Town.
Sounds about right to me.
I mean, if I'm not correct, I'm pretty sure probably Mort took that chick to like some hotel room and just railed her after that, right?
Oh God.
That didn't happen. That didn't happen because he was our drive home.
Yeah.
That chick he was with.
And he drove you home.
That chick he was with or whatever. I think Tam knew the girl. I don't know if Tam was trying to send him out. I don't know what the hell was going on, but there was a whole.
Of course, come on.
No, it was she was batshit crazy. I'll tell you that much. Though. I do remember that.
Come on, Mort couldn't close the door back in the day.
Where is that? I was actually just thinking about that motherfucker. Where is he at nowadays?
He moved to Houston with his wife and his son.
He's getting big.
Same wife.
Yeah, he's
the same wife, right?
Yeah. Same wife.
Yeah. Okay.
They're doing great. I think. I think he
awesome.
was getting out of town to get some more work out, and I think he's in the cell industry. So,
the cell towers.
Yeah, no. We got a Christmas card from him. They wrote.
Nice.
Well, that's good.
Good. I was wondering about him actually because last time I heard, I know he's married, had the kid and they were still living in that condo, but that was like fucking ages ago. The one he
Yeah,
bought.
no, they're doing
Laguna
good.
Hills.
Not Laguna Hills, no, like Mission Viejo.
He ended up in Mission Viejo. Hold on, I gotta get my dog is crying.
I mean, kind of like Laguna Hills, Mission Viejo, right across Oso Parkway.
Yeah, it was
on
Oso
the
and like
Falls Road.
Marguerite. Oso and Marguerite down there.
Margaret, you take the 405 to get there.
Yeah,
No.
somewhere over in there.
No.
No. You could probably go up through the go around to the 241.
I'm glad to hear he's doing well.
Yeah, he's doing good.
Awesome.
I'll pass along your sentiments, Jeff.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Send him a card. Send him a Christmas card.
Yeah,
with,
care of.
Jeff says, glad you're doing well. Thumbs up.
Yeah, we'll do. No problem. Get right on it. I'll do it right now.
So with that being said, Jeff, who do you think is going to be coming out of this weekend? If you were to map out the games.
We're still on the football topic. All right. If I had to go down the case, okay. All right. You know what? I'm going to bring up the schedule. I'm going quick.
Well, the first game we know is the Raiders.
And we're moving on. Bengals. We're moving on to the next topic. Let me bring it up. Oh, do you guys want to know who the Kings won?
No, please don't. I got to record it. That's the only thing I can do tonight.
He like DVRs it.
Oh,
I have it on my other page right here.
I would bet Ryan still has a DVR.
He does.
Yeah, do you remember?
Are you
Dustin,
kidding
do you
me?
remember you used to give me a hard time? I didn't even know how to fast forward the commercials. Now I'm being chastised for the fact that I still have a DVR.
But you still have it.
Or you still watch commercials?
No.
He never used to enjoy them. He'd be like, I kind of like commercials. It's kind of nice, a little break.
All right, so yes, first game Saturday. You're right. Your game Saturday. Raiders, Bengals.
Bungles.
I mean, I hate to break your heart, but I'm going to say Bengals.
Yeah, I mean, most people would say that.
I mean, don't get wrong, though. It is
Bengals.
it is one of my upset kind of picks, though. I'm also on the fence with Raiders can go in there and maybe just pull one off on them, for sure.
Hey.
Like, Bengals, again, not a great playoff team. Bunch of rookies, bunch of young kids on that team. They might all get up there and get stage fright and just fucking shit the bed, right?
And Raiders pull it off. Kind of hot. I'm
a little worried about that game. Next game after that is Patriots at Bills. I never bet against Bill Belichick. That's just kind of how I roll. Bills are kind of limped into the playoffs. They don't know what kind of team they are this year. It's gonna be like 0 degrees of that game, from what I hear. Like 0 degrees. But it favors both teams because they both play in cold weather, so that it's a non-factor. So
did you
Patriots,
see that? Did you see Julian Edelman put $100,000 on New England to go to the Super Bowl?
No,
$100,000.
What's $100,000 to Julian Edelman?
If he still got it, but
that's like $5 for you and I.
So he's got to have them against the Bucks. They want the Patriots against the Bucks.
He's an ex-wide receiver for the Patriots.
Who's Evander Kane going to bet on, do you think?
Who?
Who's Evander Kane going to bet on?
Okay, going into Sunday, Eagles, Buccaneers in Tampa. I kind of like the Eagles in that one.
Wow, what?
Yeah, I don't like to bet against
the Buccaneers.
I don't like to bet against Tom Brady that often, but I think the Buccaneers defense is not that great. They're missing a lot of weapons offensively, and I really like Philly's defense. I think if Philly can apply a lot of pressure on their defensive front and give Tom Brady fits all day.
Fournette's back. I think Fournette's back, so they should have a somewhat running game.
Again, never really want to count out Tom Brady. At the end of the day, I think the Buccaneers are probably going to win that game, but that could be another upset pick. That's another one of my upset picks.
The Eagles.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the end of the day, it's sports, and we just never know what team can actually show up.
Why you play the game?
They're all upset. They're all upset picks. Your face is frozen, Dustin.
What happened?
Your face is frozen. You're frozen. Yeah.
I'm still frozen?
You look like some old substitute teacher or like a principal that no one liked.
Still frozen?
I can't figure out. Still frozen.
Are you
Hey,
fucking
you're good.
kidding
now,
me?
now you're good. Now you're good. Now you're good.
Get
You're
the
good
fuck
on my
out of
end.
here. But still frozen?
49ers,
Yeah.
Cowboys. I like the Cowboys.
Let's go,
Oh, look at 'em.
Cowboys.
Look at him.
Wow.
Look at him. How does he feel about that? Must stick deep in the heart. It's got to burn.
Where's your cooler?
You're-
Jeff,
you're-
where's your cooler?
You're frozen again. Now it's like
Fuck
you're just
off.
now it looks like you're jacking off in the midair.
No, he's good on my side. He's good on my side.
Now
Maybe
on my
it's you.
side. He's got
Maybe
like
it's
mid.
you.
He's like mid-stroke in mine. No, of course I like the 49ers in that game. I think the 49ers are going to give the Cowboys a little fit.
Oh, you think? Oh, a little fit, like a.
Like meow. Meow. like a cat scratching at you real quick because you tickle the cat wrong. He's like, there, paw you in the face. Like, God damn it, fucking cat scratched me.
Right in the face. But ultimately, you think that the boys will work it out?
No.
What? No. Oh.
Too many steers and queers over there. Nah, I'm just
Aren't there steers and steers for the boys and queers for the Niners?
Steelers Chiefs is the night game that Sunday night. Again, it could be another upset pick. Like you can't count out Ben Roethlisberger. That guy's a playoff fucking. He's a playoff magician. Like he just knows what to do.
Can't throw the ball anymore, though.
The Chiefs defense is not that great, but I think the Chiefs ultimately win that game.
He can't throw a ball anymore, the guy.
I'm going with Chiefs. Monday night, Cardinals, Rams. God, I feel like the Rams just got like absolutely embarrassed at home last week. I can't see that happening again 2 weeks in a row.
Hey, don't discount my boy Kyle Murray, dude.
And the Cardinals are talking about limping in the playoffs. They're like a racehorse with a broken leg right now.
Well,
Rams.
That horse would be dead, I think, is what you're saying.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking
racehorses with dead.
I'm thinking the Cardinals might be dead.
Son of a bitch.
Sorry.
Well, I appreciate that. That was nice.
All right, what's your? Do you want to know yours? No, can we move on to something else? Do you want to know your picks? Let's move on to your picks. What are your picks?
What? Oh, I kind of
Ryan's picks. Ryan's picks.
Okay, so what I have here. Yeah, go ahead, Dustin, with your picks.
No.
Yeah, I got your picks.
What's this like fucking Dr. Evil over here? Fucking stroking his fucking like fucking hello, $1 million.
He's barely holding on, you guys. He's barely.
Oh, really? Time to put him down?
Looks pretty healthy to me.
I've tried a couple times, but
I've tried a couple times, bro.
Yeah.
I've tried a couple times.
Hey, look, this is Jackson on Dustin's brownies.
Just a little radiator fluid in the dog's water,
running down the hallway.
Or
do you remember coming home from the bar that night and Jackson just winging out, running down the hallway back and forth?
Yeah, he ate a bunch of my weed, my chocolate weed.
Your double chocolate brownie weed.
Double
bars.
Chocolate.
Oh,
no, it was chocolate bars. It was like the ×3 one, like the
It lasted for 3 days, you guys. 3 days.
The highest dog ever.
The highest dog ever.
He actually looks like he's still high. I think he's still high.
Yeah.
He looks high.
Well, you should.
He sleeps all day long.
I'd be tired too if I slept all day long.
Yep.
So have you guys heard about that story? It's kind of bullshit, but how did you hear about the cannabis and COVID story that came out this week, last couple days ago?
I didn't hear about that. You'd mentioned some of that to me.
Yeah, so there's a viral study identifying cannabis compounds that possibly prevent infection with the virus that caused COVID-19. Ignited a firestorm of popular interest this week. So in Oregon, at the published in the Journal of Natural Products Monday, researchers from Oregon State University identified 2 compounds commonly found in hemp, CBGA and CBDA, that could bind to the coronavirus and possibly block a crucial stage on how it affects people.
Well, I think we lost Jeff, but can you cite the journal again, the national what?
Yeah. So I'm not saying this is true at all. This is an early
No,
study.
I'm interested in it. I
No,
just want to
it's
know
the study published
what was.
the Journal of Natural Products. The researchers from Oregon State University.
Yeah. I know those guys.
Yeah, friends of ours,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, friends of
So,
ours.
so basically,
Yeah.
you can't really determine anything at this point, except if they could start like testing it on maybe animals or possibly humans later down the road. Is maybe the only way that they'll. These are just
needs some. Watch.
Definitely. We can test it on him.
It's nighttime. He just starts horking up a bunch of stuff. So these guys saying that weed helps the COVID, huh?
It could, but
Not
again, they still have to. This is only on human cells and not on actual human beings.
Well, I find it an interesting study. Those guys, those from natural Oregon people over there, really, they know what they're doing up there.
Well, so the doctor was like, it's not
unconventional. A little bit of this on everything, right?
He says it's not unconventional to identify drug candidates this way, and said the results were interesting, but cautioned the findings would need to be confirmed in animal models or tested on humans in clinical trials. So,
right.
let's get him back on here. Where did he go?
Is he there? Did you kick him out?
Hey, where'd you go, bud?
I just disappeared.
What happened?
I felt like I was still on, but I lost my video. Not sure what happened.
That's all right.
Sorry.
You're back now.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, everything's so new. It's like when they actually are getting around now. It's been out so long, and now testing it with marijuana. Like,
again, this is a group of researchers in the University of Oregon.
Oregon, of course. So you gotta say, dude, does it work with weed?
What else do you want to test?
Weed.
Let's
test
the
weed.
I got a picture of Oregon. So this is California, and Oregon's right over that mountain right there.
Well, you know what? Some of those conservative people who are just doing about basically everything will try anything to feel like if it's going to beat them from marijuana or beat them from COVID.
Oh yeah, I mean,
if you're not drinking your own pee or using horse medicine.
That's good. Bleach. Did you say bleach?
I believe they'll try anything at this point.
I drink a little bleach. I think a little bit here and there is fine, right? Nothing. No one wants to know what's in that stuff. But
God knows, all those people, they've done meth before. They years of meth problems, but they will not do a vaccination. I will tell you this.
We don't know what's in it, bro.
I don't know what's in it, but I've been smoking for 35 years.
They run straight for the horse meds, Jeff.
Yeah, horse meds. Smoking cigarettes, 35 years. Not getting vaccinated. Yeah. Drinking grandpa's old cough medicine.
Nope, no vaccination for me.
Till I puke myself. Not vaccinated. No.
Does this show lean left or right or down the middle or?
We usually rip on losers.
Everybody.
Everyone.
Ourselves.
Too ultra conservative, or people are too liberal, or people.
I really haven't seen you guys before. I have no idea who you guys were until
we haven't seen ourselves.
No, it was just some sort of like make your cock hard again tonight on my email, and I clicked on it.
We are the ultimate boner pill.
Yeah,
I would say
you're probably hard as a rock right now, right? You're fucking. If you stood up, you just knock everything over off the fucking countertop.
I've got nothing else to do.
Still spill all those Bud Lights.
My pointer stick over here.
Honestly, the seat I'm sitting on right now is a drum seat, and it's actually made the tip of my penis numb from sitting on it right now.
Now, is that something you stole from one of your family members, such as myself, or
No. This is a real drum seat.
It got left there.
Oh,
We never
God.
returned it.
Oh,
remember this one, Dust?
I've been sitting on this. I've been sitting on this thing,
Oh,
and I think it's
Jesus.
numbed my. Oh yeah, I have one of those. I got one of
You guys-
those.
You guys should pick two of the hardest chairs to sit in.
Pretty comfy.
Well, I'm starting to
Why don't
figure
you guys
out
get
now.
why don't you guys get like an egg crate or something?
Yeah.
I'm starting to realize now it's not a good chair at all. It's a numbed my whole entire taint to the balls, all the way up to the penis head.
It's got the post right up the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, your balls are like right here. I can see them.
Like
Oh,
this.
just, literally, just standing up, I can feel the head of my penis now. Just for that second. Wow.
That's great. That's great.
That's good.
Okay. Nice jacket, by the way. Can you show me that jacket?
Oh no,
OFace.
I bought him it's a whole tracksuit, matching tracksuit.
Is it like?
Oh, he's got to wear shorts on.
No.
Oh, you do it all.
That's it.
I bought it. It's a whole tracksuit.
Is it like velour or?
Yeah, it is.
It's
velour.
And then I got a pair of my shoes on too.
It comes through the camera very well.
It does, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah. I like it, son.
You just wake up in that on us.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's like the most comfortable thing you've ever worn in your life.
It does feel good. It's like, oh yeah.
Unfortunately, he's got a
Feels
shirt
like-
on
It
underneath.
feels like you're wearing a cloud.
Is it changing colors?
Kind of, yeah.
A little bit.
Oh, so glad I can
Of
finally.
course, I had to give him a silver and black one, right? It's for his Raiders.
I think everything I'm wearing right now is black and white.
Yeah.
All I wear every day is black. That's all I wear. Black.
That's great.
Because I love death.
So I know we wanted to go on to some other topics. Something talking about death. Speaking of death,
Oh, yeah.
not too soon, but something we had mentioned we would talk about tonight was Bob Saget. I don't know about you guys. I don't usually get too like messed up like when celebrities pass away. It's like, yeah, like Kobe, that one sucked, obviously, because that was like way too soon. And we all known Kobe for years, kind of like he was like our like our neighbor, but we never really met him in person.
Yeah, but we still felt like we knew him, though,
Yeah, we watched him grow up, right? We watched him grow up through all the years.
Right.
But the Bob Saget one, like that one kind of hit me the other day. I was like, I heard that like on Sunday. It was like, as I was celebrating the Niners win, I was also hearing, oh, did you hear Bob Saget just died? I'm like, damn, like, but it's fucking take the wind out of my sail here. I'm having fun. I'm like, Bob Saget, like, we kind of go way back. Long time.
Listening to all of his peers praise him and give him love. I never met him, so I don't know who he is, but I always thought he was kind of kind of like Dustin, like a dick.
A tool bag.
Like a tool. Yeah. No, I thought he was a little bit rough around the edges when it came to his character and whatnot within the industry, but apparently I was completely wrong. Sounds like he was kind of a square guy.
But I'm kind of with you on that though, Ryan. I feel like when some celebrities get praised, overly praised about how great and how nice they were, it's the complete opposite of what they really are in life. I think he was a fucking asshole. I think he was a fucking prick. But I did see him in stand up twice. I actually saw him in stand up just this last year at the Irvine Improv, and I'd seen him before years ago. The stand up was always pretty solid, and he seemed like a personable guy. But I always feel like, and I'm not just saying this about Bob Saget in general, this could be with any celebrity, but I always feel like when they're overly praised, it's kind of like this industry thing, right? You overly praise someone, that means you're really like how much more of a cocksucker they are.
Right. I get that. Yeah, I don't know him.
I could be totally off.
And I could be wrong too. It seemed like it was some pretty heartfelt stuff, but I guess you're right. It was a lot of the people that were around him the most, maybe trying to lift him up a little bit. But at the same time, take it for what it is. I'm pretty naive type of dude, right?
You talk about a dude's got a giant head on his shoulders, right? Did America's Funniest Home Videos for years. He was, Danny Tanner, Full House guy. plus he had, great stand-up career. I just feel like sometimes when they get overly praised, I feel like it just feels really fake to me.
Yeah.
But
Right.
again, I could be just eating my words right now. He could have been an amazing dude. Could have been awesome. I saw like Jimmy Kimmel's thing the other night, had a little talk about him, and
He
like,
broke down over him.
dude, super broke down about him. Like, you know what? I mean,
Right.
these guys are on a different level of friendship, right? They're not
Right.
like, we just know him as just being fucking Bob Saget. Like, they actually spent time and gone to bars and drank with them, and he's probably not an asshole to them because he's got money like they do, right? Like they,
and you suppose there'd probably be a bunch of people after him over the last couple of years trying to accuse him of doing something wrong, right? And
he was aggressive. I mean, he had a lot of like he went from like awesome dad, like wholesome dad, and then when he started stand up again following the Full House thing, he became a over the top comedian where he was saying a lot of like very aggressive and very rude, was very, very rude. And
he's a raunchy comedian. I think he's always been a raunchy comedian.
Even
I just
before
think
Full House.
Most of the time, these stand-up comedians most of these celebrities or actors in these shows come from stand-up comedy, right? So that's where their base is originally from. But they transformed him into a wholesome person.
Well, look at his he has donated a lot of his time and money to a lot of nonprofit organizations, especially ones that have helped out certain sicknesses and stuff. I forgot the one, but he's given his time to a certain type of disease. I forgot the one he was.
Well, he's had two sisters pass away.
Yeah, so
one of the sisters passed away from one of those diseases. Yes.
Yeah, so that's the disease he's gotten behind over the last time of his life, that he's put in so much of his free time and donating money and really getting behind that cause. So you know, but I think it's kind of a bummer. We've lost a lot of good comedians, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, eventually we're all gonna die, right? I mean, that's kind of how it's gonna go. But you see someone who's like 65 years old, just pass away in his hotel room. You're like, what's the first thing you think of, right? Oh shit, Bob Saget really did suck that dick for coke. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Remember, one of my drops from our old show back in the day was, "Do you ever smoke dick for marijuana?"
Not smoke.
It's from Half Baked.
No one smokes dick. You smoking dick.
You ever smoke crack?
You found another way to get high. A lot of motherfuckers are curious right now on how that happens.
You ever suck dick for marijuana?
No. Yeah. I seen him.
I seen him. Right.
I seen him. Son of a bitch.
So marijuana's not a drug,
and that's like one of the one thing, like, honestly, like Bob Saget, I think his name became more of a. I mean, he was already obviously like personality, right? Because he had the America's Funniest Home Videos, he had Full House, but when he did that one little fucking skit from that movie, I feel like his career really platooned off, like plateau or whatever you would call it. Let's
go down the platoon. We'll platoon his career off. And then
it might have plateaued because I don't even know if he even had did he even have like a career during that time, really?
Yeah, he was already he'd already done the America's Funniest Home Video stuff and Full House stuff, right?
So he wasn't doing anything.
So everyone always notices him as being as this wholesome white dad, like
kind of a goofy
plain
guy.
Jane, goofy guy, and all of a sudden he comes out with that little part of that skit of that movie, and everyone's like, "Holy crap!" Like, that's Bob Saget. Like, holy shit! Like, all of a sudden, I think that's really like where he started doing more of the raunchy comedy.
Right. Maybe we'll
talk to my dog.
I gotta go talk to my dog real quick. I'll be right back. Sorry to interrupt the show, guys.
That's fine.
I'll be right back.
And then who was it? We had John Stamos who became like his best friend, from back in the day.
Jesse, yeah.
And then who's the other douchebag that he lived with? Who's the comedian? Cut it out.
Joey. Is it no? Joey? No. It was Jesse and
Uncle Joey? No, they didn't call him Uncle, did they?
John Stamos.
I think they called him whatever they wanted to call him. The guy that made funny voices in the basement.
Yeah, right. He was just like a comedian guy, right?
He was a creepy uncle that took the Olsen girls down to the basement and made like some made some funny puppet sounds.
You're right.
He made puppet sounds for him.
I think he's a Dave
Back to puppet. Back to puppet.
Dave Coulier.
Yeah.
You know what? Great
Canadian
comedian. Unbelievable. One of the best Canadian actors of all time. Let's be honest.
One of the best.
I mean, he is Canada has given us some gems, you know?
Definitely a big rest in peace for Bob Saget. I mean, as we all called him back in the day, Bob Faggot, I'm sure. Come on, who didn't call him that sometimes?
Oh my God.
It was okay to say it back then.
Back in that was one of those things. Oh, yeah, back in the day.
I mean, who didn't think of that or didn't say that? Whatever. I mean, you're fucking bullshitting yourself if you never thought of that or didn't say that.
Yeah, I mean,
just because you see him like on America's Funniest Home Videos, you're like, oh, here's this fucking, hey, everybody, hey, like, oh, it was Bob again. You're like, and then you see him, then you see him on Full House. You're like, could this guy get any fucking quirkier?
Hey, what did I miss?
And really, he had to really save his fucking career by going on Half Baked and doing that line.
I think I did call him Bobza. Bobza Saget.
But hey, 65 passed away. Dude, he passed away in a Ritz-Carlton hotel room. I mean, I'm curious. I'm gonna guess probably heart attack. Heart attack.
He was like this.
He had one of his sisters passed away of an aneurysm, brain aneurysm. Who's to say that didn't happen to him as well too?
Right.
Yeah. We gotta go to the doctor's guy.
Report that nothing was found next to his body.
No. He came home. He came home at like 2 a.m. They said his like last key scan in the hotel room was like 2:30 in the morning. I mean, he's a comedian, so he's up late doing comedy shows somewhere. So I get that. They're hanging out, and who knows how well he took care of his body. I mean, comedians live rough lives. They're like up late, eating late. I mean, I'm thinking heart attack. But he wasn't obese.
19 years older than
obese.
Us. Or me.
So,
he's 19 years old, 20 years older than us?
Yeah.
19,
wow.
Yeah,
really?
20 years. 20
That's
years.
Why you gotta go.
20 years
go
for
to
me.
the doctors. Go to the doctor. Get your checkup.
Get a finger in your butt.
Get that too. Go see the.
Get the finger in the butt.
No, go get the not just the finger.
In the butt.
Get the scope. Get the scope up your butt.
The puppy's back.
Scope it. Scope it.
He was crying.
Pat
Sorry.
the
We got a fourth member to the show.
Pat the puppy. Stroke the puppy.
He hears my voice. He loves my voice. Loves it. He loves my voice.
That's
hey,
what's great. He can't.
Pat the puppy. Stroke the puppy.
Hey, Jackson, I love you.
Okay, moving on from Bob Saget. Rest in peace. Cheers to Bob Saget. Pour some out for Bob Saget.
Then what?
Do we want to go into with Ryan over our 1883 spoiler alerts, or are we just gonna?
I don't know. He doesn't know. He hasn't watched it. Has you watched it?
No, we watch Yellowstone. So.
Oh wow!
Okay. We have the 3-hour premiere episode recorded on our DVR. Thank you very much.
Is that TiVo?
Is that TiVo? Did you
TiVo?
get that on TiVo?
Yeah, TiVo DVR?
While all you guys are thumbing through your menu, I'm watching it for like 30 seconds. So I don't want to hear any of this crap about streaming, okay?
What else? Okay, maybe we can
watch Yellowstone. I don't watch Yellowstone, Jeff. You watch Yellowstone?
I haven't gotten the Yellowstone yet.
No, go to the 1883. we were watching the first premiere while we were watching Yellowstone, and I'm looking. I'm like, is that Faith Hill and
Yeah.
Tim McGraw? My wife and I were both sitting there like,
there's no way you saw that and thought that was Faith Hill. You can't even recognize her. She doesn't even look the same.
I
You
knew
can.
right away.
I think you can.
I knew right away.
Really?
I can tell.
Yeah.
I can tell. I can tell.
Actually, I didn't know at all.
Come on,
honestly.
I grew up listening to Faith Hill. I mean, and Tim McGraw. Like Tim McGraw wrote some of the best songs I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah, I didn't even guess that on them when I first saw the previews.
What?
So you're trying to suck it. What are you doing?
Unbutton your jacket. Don't.
Are you gagging over there? Are you like zipped up too tight?
He said Tim McGraw has written some of the best songs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just kidding. You're right.
We thought you were stroking out in your fucking tracksuit. But we're like, hey, if he's gonna go, he's going out looking good.
Pulling the Bob Saget.
Oh boy, here we go. Too soon, bro.
Anyways,
Anyways, yeah. So carry on with the 1883, guys. I want to hear about your. Have you watched it?
No, we don't want to be spoilers. Yeah, I'm caught up in all those episodes.
Oh, well, don't. I mean, I don't care. Don't.
But we had some other talk. Oh yeah.
It does, but it does have to do with Yellowstone, doesn't it? Does it have to?
It's a prequel,
right? It's a
prequel. Yeah.
But I've never seen Yellowstone at all, so
I
don't know if I'll ever watch it. But
Kelly,
you know what's funny is
Kelly.
You want to hear a funny story? Is when we flew into North Dakota, Williston, North Dakota, and my sister-in-law drove down to pick us up. They stopped in town just to buy Yellowstone shirts and hats for their friends up in Canada. I'm just like, what? Like, oh yeah, we wanted a couple hats and a couple. Like, oh my god! Like,
so maybe that's the secret. Show the program in America just below the border. Print out a bunch of shirts and throw them on the other side of the border, and then make some money.
What?
Because they hear their friends crossing over the border. Oh, you guys got to watch this show. It's called Yellowstone.
I'm like,
right down yonder.
Yeah, I haven't done the Yellowstone thing yet. I want to. I will.
So,
I possibly will. I just haven't gotten there yet.
How did 1883 get on your guys' radar then?
I have no idea.
I just saw a couple of previews of it through like YouTube or something or commercials, and I was like, oh, I haven't really gotten into a Western type of show. Like, I can't remember the last time I watched like a Western show, like a movie.
Do you know who was in Yellowstone?
I think Kevin Costner was in it, right?
No.
Kelly O'Reilly.
Yeah. I think I've seen some of the other actors before. I just don't know their names on top of my head.
Yeah, so there's a couple new people in there that I've never seen my entire life that do a really good job. It's one of the only. I'm not a fiction guy. I like nonfiction. It's one of the only fictional shows I watched during the week.
Interesting.
Yep, and it's. I mean, there's a couple other. I don't know. Maybe I guess there's not a couple other, but.
So are the characters? You think the characters that are in 1883 are they in Yellowstone?
No. From what I think, it's his father. So it's Kevin Costner's father is McGraw, Tim McGraw. If I saw that right, the
probably right. Okay.
The listeners might be chatting me down right now and saying no, but that's the way I saw
going off right now.
Huh. Yeah. I'm listening.
No, he thinks that Kevin Costner's dad is Tim McGraw,
and I could be 100. I could be so wrong.
Something like that. How the
show's connected. I thought that's the way it worked on.
Yeah, because 1883 was before Yellowstone.
Yes, a prequel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like years.
Like maybe 50 to 100 years.
Yeah,
probably 100, maybe less.
So the girl, there's a young girl that's Tim McGraw and Faith Hill's daughter in 1883, and I'm curious to see what part she is in Yellowstone because she's one of the younger ones, so she must play some.
She'd be like a grandmother. Like,
yeah, right.
in
Probably if
Yellowstone.
she's still
Probably
alive.
not.
Yeah.
Who knows? They
But
always
she
gotta
just
bring
started
in-
dating her now. See
I
that?
would. I haven't really like. I mean, of course, like, we can get in between like the two shows and figure out like where the puzzle pieces fit together. I'm more just curious on like, just in general, how hard life must have been back then. Like,
all
just in
relative.
like
All
everything,
relative, though.
everything. Every day you were working. Every day you were working
Yes.
18-hour days. You were just grinding. Like, to go from Texas to Oregon in a freaking covered wagon or horse or walking, you're talking like there's no paved roads. You're making the fucking road, right?
Right.
How
I
hard it's been.
think what gets me, Jeff, is work ethic has always been pretty easy for me, but the pain medical care
Yeah.
back in the day. I think
Yeah.
that's what, like ripping a tooth out without any Novocaine or
Yeah, just like pliers.
yeah, and or cutting out the bullet without any lidocaine shot or whatever they shoot you up with.
Losing
no
a finger, toe, or
no
something.
morphine, no nothing 100 years ago, or maybe just a little bit of medical technology back then. But
Smoking that peace pipe and you met them Indians, son. That's probably
No,
the
you're
best
just
day of their lives.
chewing on some sagebrush as if it's going to actually really help and do anything in your life.
Well, that's where
You
they
know,
probably really found drugs back then, right? Weed
Well,
and maybe mushrooms.
Yeah, but only a certain group of people knew about that stuff.
You're drinking some like heavy moonshine, some like prison hooch kind of shit.
Hopefully.
I just can't imagine medical care back then at that time. That's what
No.
like.
Yeah.
Working hard every day, I get it. That's
Well,
hard,
you see it in 1883 because they had at the beginning of the series they start getting into wasn't polio, was it, or what was it? They had bumps on them.
The something death, like the
Black.
the plague.
Something, and they basically was like
they just take you out and kill you, let you go.
There's like it was like they were doing like physicals on everyone, and when this couple like had like these like spots on them, or
immigrants
on them,
Remember, they're trying to bring these immigrants across the.
The story is like they start in Texas and they're trying to get these immigrants to start a new life up in Oregon. So they're traveling from Texas to Oregon by a horse and buggy and whatever they've got, and just trying to make the trek up there. And so they did a physical for everyone before they went on the trip, and a couple people like didn't check out, and they told them just go to the river and die. They don't want to see you.
Yeah, wash down the river.
Yeah.
But remember, they have to get all these guys across this river passage, which people are
rivers were like a bad terminology back then.
Yeah,
they don't like rivers. Rivers is a bad word back then because crossing a river meant
a lot of pain.
It meant a lot of stuff. Yeah, it meant people dying, and it was tough. Like,
so they made it people like eliminate all the stuff in their.
These immigrants were traveling with whatever they had. They came here with whatever they had with them, and then they were told like through the trip, you can't even take that stuff with you because it's too much.
Gotta get rid of it. It's gonna kill you when you cross the river. It's gonna like hold you down, and it's gonna take you out, basically.
Yeah.
You guys remember Oregon Trail back when you were a kid?
Oh yeah.
Computer game? I just downloaded it from my iPhone a few months ago. I played it for a couple days, like an hour. Like, what am I doing? I've already done this.
It was like an old Western song or something?
Yeah, I've already made this trail. No,
well, I used to play it on the IBM, the old IBM.
Yeah, you had the IBM, the 1088 with 4 megs of RAM and a 5 1/4 floppy disk like that.
Oh yeah, with
Jeff,
1 megabyte of RAM.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the floppy disk for sure.
Yeah. And then they went to the 3 1/4 that was a little bit smaller.
Harder ones that were harder.
Harder.
You could slide that little thing off to the side.
Yeah, you just
for whatever reason.
You slid it off
the small
to the
square
side.
one? The small one?
Yeah, the square. The one
after the floppy? After the big floppy?
After the floppy, yeah. And it went from 1 1/4 megabytes or whatever it was to 3.1 megabytes or whatever it was.
Oh.
Anyways,
We've seen a. I will admit though, between obviously, I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, we never grew up in the wild, wild west, but we've seen a lot of transformation in technology in our day.
I'd like to think that we've seen quite a bit.
A lot.
I mean, can you imagine not living with a microwave or refrigerator though?
Well, you know what
Not
you said.
not
What gets
microwave
you?
so much.
You said what gets you. What gets me is they never shower. No one ever showers, right?
Yeah.
So,
When they get one, they're like super excited. They're like,
but I
"Holy
counted.
shit,
Remember
like, I got to
in that
shower."
show?
They-
In that show,
they'd be-
we're in episode 3. They had that one bath in episode 1, and they've done all this stuff in 3 episodes. There hasn't been one other bath or shower.
You're basically
at all.
going in the rivers. You're going in the rivers and the streams, and you're showering there.
I don't know. I've
So
seen a couple of guys.
you're
in the bed.
floating down the river taking a bath as you die, or you cross the river and you take a bath and you live.
Maybe just
That'd
clean
be
your
bad.
face, right? Little horse bath, little face,
Yeah.
pits.
So
I'm
It's
curious where the show goes because obviously it's just like every time you watch an episode, you're just like on like pins and needles. You're like, oh my god, no more people can die. But it's like people are dying all the time.
It was a bloodbath. The last one was a kind of a bloodbath.
I'm curious. I'm curious to see like when they
can't believe
finally
you guys watch the show.
I'm curious to see when they finally make it to Oregon if there's even anyone who actually makes it to Oregon. They probably don't.
Well,
There's
the guy
probably
was
even
like, he's like, don't make me get rid of my my piano. And then he's like,
he's
no,
a musician.
listen,
It's all he's
you're
got.
not a musician anymore. You people are pioneers.
So
And
do
I
you
was
guys
like,
watch
oh.
this together?
No,
No.
we somehow a couple of weeks ago we started talking about a show. All of a sudden we're like 1883. Like
Last
what?
week. No, you said Yellowstone. I said 1883.
But then I said I don't watch Yellowstone. I thought you were gonna say Yellowstone.
Yeah, I didn't
And
know.
because I didn't watch Yellowstone, I just literally watched it. No, and I only watched 1883.
but I
But
did.
I didn't.
But I
know.
What?
But I said something close to Yellowstone.
But I
It
didn't.
was in the same ballpark.
No, I thought you were talking about Yellowstone, and you meant
But he
1883.
wasn't.
You're just
Please.
you're just yellow and you're stoned.
No, that's stoned. I only watched it because when I was in Canada and my brother-in-law and sister-in-law put it on, so it was
You have
pretty
to
random.
watch it.
Pretty
You
random.
have to watch it.
While you're eating your poutine.
Not
Skate,
everyone eats
ice
poutine
skate,
in Canada.
ice
Yeah.
skates on
Wait.
ice skates on
What?
a lake.
What was your favorite meal up there, Dustin? What was your favorite meal up there?
Poutine.
No, we don't. No one eats poutine. I didn't see one person eating poutine.
What was
Moose.
your favorite meal, Dustin? Who made the best food while you were up
I made some pretty good tacos when I was up there myself.
there?
Oh, Jesus.
No, we went out. I had like a nice little chicken sandwich one night, which is fun.
Oh,
I went
I've never
to
heard of
Mad
one of
Greek.
those.
One of Pete's brothers or fucking cousin owns a Mad Greek, a Greek restaurant, and
Okay.
we had some awesome
Yeah, we're
pizza
talking-
there. It was pretty
You
amazing.
had pizza? You had pizza or pita?
Pizza,
How's
and
the Del Taco up there?
You had Italian food at the Greek restaurant?
it's Greek pizza.
Oh, okay. On a pita.
Like a gyro.
Not a pita, not a pita.
It's a gyro
So you,
pizza.
you had Italian food at a Greek restaurant, and it was amazing.
Yes. It's not your original what you would think like an Italian pizza. It's
Not
It's
your
a
original
Greek
Greek
pizza.
food. Got it.
it's
What was
like
on
a
it?
lot of cheese first and then meat underneath, sauce underneath.
Pepperoni,
Yeah.
salami,
We have to do
basil.
a pita.
Yeah.
No pita, no pita.
Some shish kebab in there.
no shish kebab.
So you were at an Italian restaurant.
No. It's
It's
called the
Greek.
Mad
He doesn't know where the fuck he was at.
It was at it's called the Mad Greek. It's what it's called, the Mad Greek.
And they serve Italian food.
But with hummus.
And some olive oil.
There definitely wasn't there. No, definitely not.
Good.
Oh, so
And
they
how
do have
cold was it-
tzatziki.
and
They do
how
have
cold was it
tzatziki.
up there?
They do have tzatziki.
Are you pulling up the menu?
Yeah. And there's pizza. Look at that. Cheese pizzas. Take out a lot of
Is there a calzone there too?
Family lasagna, mad bread appetizer ribs, mad bread appetizer ribs.
Ribs?
Yeah, see? Greek salads, pizza, pita now, and tzatziki sauce. Calamari, Greek lemon potatoes, boneless Greek ribs, Greek wings. Lukakinka. That's flavorful Greek-style sausage, in case you're curious.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. That was the best thing you had when you were up there.
I would have to say, yeah.
Pizza.
He went all the way to Canada for good pizza.
What do Canadians make up there? Poutine? I've never had that.
No, there's no poutine.
There is poutine.
Okay, but it's not like
there is.
No, I know there is. I actually made poutine myself.
Quit being a hoser. Quit being a hoser. Of course, there's poutine.
I'm not a hoser, and I didn't drink Labatt's, and I didn't eat poutine. Okay.
I'm really upset that you didn't get any Molson Goldens up there.
That's not the way I would do it if I went up there. I'd be Labatt Blue all day long.
Labatt's or Molson's.
Labatt Blue light.
But Molson's are good too. They're kind of light beer.
Remember Labatt's Ice?
Molson Golden.
Labatt's Ice.
I used to bring a 6-pack of Labatt Light to every party back when I was like 19. I would carry my little 6-pack. I was 135 pounds wet. And I'd walk into the party and drink all 6.
Just fucking drive out of there.
Wow.
We're going to Daly's. Or no, we're going to fucking...
Let's order some pizza.
Some Greek pizza.
Some Greek pizza.
Yeah. That's good. I mean...
No. So what are Canadians known for as far as they're like, okay, Americans have hamburgers, right? Or, I don't know. I guess we have pizza too, but...
Canadian
chicken. Yeah, okay. Smart guy.
They're known for...
It's just ham.
What did you guys have for breakfast? Like on Saturday morning, did someone
So here's the thing: we made all the time we were cooking food.
Pancakes.
We were just cooking. Yeah, we had pancakes. We would make one night. We would make pork. We made a pork roast one night. We made
like American food, then I guess, or just normal. I don't want to say American. How about North American food?
Yeah, I mean, it was food that hopefully the kids would eat, basically.
Right.
Enchiladas.
But mainly every morning though, we would start off with a little coffee and like whiskey and Baileys. Because it's so cold outside. Even though I didn't go outside one time in the morning time, but it's cold outside. So what do you got to do? You got to add a little.
Warm up.
Smarten up that coffee a little bit,
I love it.
Yeah, it's good. I had some Wayne Gretzky has a little. Well, of course he does. I guess he's a raging alcoholic. But yeah, he has like a little morning drink.
He kind of looks like a raging alcoholic.
Yeah,
he's pretty puffy and red. Oh shoot!
This is not a good life for me.
No, I'm not that bad. I'm red all the time, but he really is puffy and like red-eyed, like bloodshot every time I see.
On the show. On TV.
Every time.
Wayne.
He looks like John. What's his name? The golfer. What's his name?
Daly.
Yes.
Dude,
every time. They
John
look
Daly
like
and his
be
son.
Brothers.
John Daly and his son just won the
I saw that
golf tournament.
And his son is a good golfer, but they look the same every time to me. Like they've just been on a bender for 3 days.
I think he's always on a bender.
Wayne, man, Wayne. No, but Wayne was a disappointment.
Great one,
the great one, the greatest ever put on skates.
Maybe for another couple of years until Ovechkin passes them.
Okay, so you guys like sports, and this might be a good topic. Maybe we can touch on it for a second. Is the retirement of a jersey number? How many can you retire at this rate? Let's say everybody's talking about. Let's go for the Kings, just because I'm biased and I'm familiar. Brown is going to have his retirement.
Brown, Kopitar, quick. Dowdy.
Okay, so you go from 4 players over 40 years to 4
all of a sudden,
players over 10 years, that rate is not sustainable. So are we going to have 101, 102 on the backs of jerseys soon, or what?
Yeah, that's where it's going to go ultimately.
Do you think it's going to triple digits?
Yeah,
Well,
sure.
think
I'll
about
be
it, though.
100. I'll be 117.
At this rate of retiring jerseys, they're going to be done in about. Okay, maybe it's not going to be as quick as I think it is, but you say 50 to 100 years, and I know that's a long time, but it's not. In one man's lifetime, they're going to go through 50 numbers. If they're going to give Rob Blake a retired jersey number,
Yeah,
I
I don't know about.
I look at this like with football. Football's kind of changed it this last year because they always used to be like strict on like quarterbacks for like single digit to like low double digit numbers.
right?
And, if you're an offensive line, you're like in the, 60s, 70s, defensive line, like say the high numbers. But now they've changed it where defensive players can have like single digit, low digit numbers now. And same with wide receivers. So I think that could prolong it. So maybe they could just they'll start changing people will probably have to start having like lower digit numbers at some point.
But there's only so many. Well, I mean, in hockey, there's really no protocol for position or anything when it comes out. All I know is when you come into the league, you're kind of on a higher number, and as you progress through the ranks,
really?
Yeah, I've noticed that they try to shove off the high numbers and get low numbers. I don't know if that's just because the guys want to do that or if the team is telling them to do that. But you oftentimes in the NHL, a guy will have a really high number and he'll move down.
As he goes on a little bit.
As he comes into the big show, he'll come down on his number. But
you're talking about like when he gets called up to the show and they ask what number he is, he's a lower number, but maybe like higher number in his minors.
But really,
maybe.
yes. But in reality, though, there's no like for centers. There's centers don't wear a certain 1 through 20, or defensemen don't wear 80s through 90s. It's like, just any number, really. So I know football, I get the whole quarterback thing and wide receiver and running backs, but
I would say though that defensemen do wear single numbers. I feel like more than other and lower single lower numbers. If there's a thing in hockey, maybe.
But it's not. I don't think it. Yeah, you probably have a point there, but I don't know. I guess it comes back to like you guys retired Rob Blake's number, like.
I know. He didn't even win a Stanley Cup with us.
No disrespect to Rob Blake.
He didn't win a Stanley Cup with us.
You don't put that guy's number up in the rafters. And you know what? God forbid, you don't put Brown's number up there. I'm sorry that you don't do it. You don't even put Kopitar's number up. You retire a jersey that is the best thing on the planet. And I'm sorry, those two players are not the best thing on the planet.
Those are the two players that brought us the Stanley Cup, though. If anyone needs to be up there, they need to be up there.
Yeah, I can see that.
Brown and Kopitar?
Those are two
that should be up there, if anything. And Quick should be up there.
Detmarsh is up there.
He's still on the bike, bro.
Was he number 9? Was it number 9?
No, 23. 23. Detmarsh was 28. 28, sorry. Dustin Brown's 23. Marsh was 28.
As far as I'm concerned, the only people that should have their numbers retired in all of the NHL are Wayne Gretzky, probably Gordie Howe, probably maybe a Phil Esposito, and a Bobby Orr. And
but per team, though,
no, but just do it on the whole NHL. Make them the best of their position ever. Don't do it by team. Do it best of NHL. Like, you know what? If Ovechkin trumps,
he's not going to win this one.
Well, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough because like only. That's not happening. Because teams will want to.
Like the Great Wall of China just got built in front of me.
Womp 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 womp. He's a Debbie Downer.
I mean, it's not like with baseball, you have like Jackie Robinson, right? You're like, okay, well, who's the best shortstop that ever lived? You're like, oh fuck, we could go down the list forever. Ozzie Smith, Derek Jeter. Like, what do you want to do? Who's fucking
They
number
have to
retire?
be great. They have to be great. To put your number in the rafter, Jeff, you have
Fernando
to be,
Tatis.
You have to be fantastic, right, Jeff?
I mean, yes, you do, and I
You
mean,
have to
not
be-
to say that Rob Blake didn't play at a high level. I feel like
but he's definitely not a retirable player. I definitely would not do it either.
I don't think that's a retirable number.
That moved the bar down so low. Now that Brown and Kopitar are going to. I mean, Kopitar and Brown are great players, but
No, but
don't.
Kopitar. Here's Kopitar on getting it. Here's Brown to me. Kopitar definitely should be it. Brown should not be it at all. Brown should definitely be up there for sure. Brown, Kopitar up here for sure.
Should Robitaille?
Blake should be down here. Blake's down here.
Should Robitaille have his number in there?
I think so. I think he's worthy.
I would say he probably is. I mean, he was before. Yeah, they drafted him. He turned into the greatest left winger of all time.
He has records, right? Set record-setting stuff.
I don't doubt they're good players. I feel like the Raptors should be held for the best of the best of the best. But it should transcend all teams, all 30.
But what you do? You're gonna go to like, where do you retire those jerseys at? Like, where do you put them up? You're not gonna like be a Kings fan. You're like, oh, all in our Raptors is like the greatest that ever lived, and they're all Ducks players.
No. I'm not saying other players. I get that.
Oh shit! Like fucking. Oh, Solani. Fucking.
Paul Korea.
That's all you see. Gigantic bear.
Gay bear.
Yeah, like, oh, that's great. We walk to the Staples Center and always see his fucking Ducks players record.
Gay bear too.
It's crypto.com.
Crypto.com, arena.com.
That's right.
I
bet you the Bloods are really pissed off about that.
The Crips.
The whole place.
They got the crypto arena. What's our arena? They got the LA Sports Arena. That's all you got.
Oh man.
Coliseum.
With the blood signs.
Hey,
well,
so my contract says I only go through 10. We're 12 minutes over.
Oh no, yeah,
we're done.
Probably wrapping it up here.
Wrap it
Dustin,
up.
you're frozen again. You look good. Oh, there you are.
Frozen again.
Yeah, you've been frozen all night there, Elsa.
What? So this is not good. What? Am I not getting the internet out here?
Yeah, you're just leaving you frozen all night there.
What the fuck?
Pop in. We'll
extend
that
frozen?
network properly.
I just let it go.
What?
You've been hit and miss. You've been hit and miss here. And when Jeff says you're frozen, you're not frozen for me. So who knows what's going on?
Oh, great.
I just let it go.
Maybe it's you guys that are frozen.
I let it go.
I let it go.
I let it go.
Let it go. Jeff with the puns tonight.
Well, boys, that's been fun. It's been real. It's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun.
Thanks for inviting me to your show tonight.
Yeah, no problem.
Do you guys didn't want to build a snowman?
Then I want to build a snowman.
I got him on the walls.
Never seen the show my entire life. Thank you.
I think I slept through. I've never seen it all the way through.
Are you kidding me, you guys?
Never watched Frozen.
I got to almost half of it, and I fell asleep. Yeah.
Hey, they'll like it. Doesn't matter. They'll still like it.
The boys liked it. I fell asleep.
Yeah, boys like it. See?
Oh, they kind of liked it. Like, it was years ago.
He's so homophobic, right?
There was cartoons. There was like Tractor Beam.
Because I don't watch Frozen, I'm now homophobic.
Hey, Olaf is funny.
Just fucking around.
Olaf is funny.
Yeah, Olaf is great. He's fucking hilarious.
I'll let my boys watch that queer shit.
Oh, this has been fun.
Well, thanks for joining us, Ryan.
Hey,
picked up
thanks
right
for
where
hopping
we
on
left
the
off.
thanks for hopping on the MAGA podcast tonight, Ryan.
I can't wait to
Fooled
see
you.
viewership. I can't wait to see viewership numbers tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, it's
Fooled
on
you
fire
on the
right now.
mega-
MAGA 2024.
Mega train, bro.
Do you guys submit your viewership numbers to the Billboard top 1 million?
Oh yeah, we get ratings in every week.
By the way,
Love it.
where should people go to watch our podcast if they don't catch it live this evening, Dustin? Fill them
Well,
in.
you can get it on YouTube, you can get it on Twitch, and you can find us on Facebook. And you just have to search DMudd OFace podcast. Hashtag.
Right there. It says right at the top of your screen.
Yeah, right there. See
Nope,
At least
I don't see
my
it.
my screen at least.
I just see a big dick nose.
it? I know, he's right in the middle.
Hey,
That's why we
guys.
put you in the middle there.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks very much. I'll do
You
it
got
bigger
it.
this time.
I'm on
Thanks for
mouth
having
like
me,
this.
guys.
It's nice to seeing you. Nice seeing you,
Yeah.
sir.
All
Send
right.
the family our best.
Okay, please turn me off. I don't know how to do it.
Au
Yeah.
revoir, Pee
You
Wee.
gotta leave on your own.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Wow. This guy is... You related to this guy?
Wow, how does it
It's
work?
that guy.
here?
So is this hot
How do I
mic?
get-
Hot mic? Hot mic?
Oh no!
All right, DMudd.
All right, bro.
It's been
We
good.
will see you next week.
See you. Have a nice weekend. How'd your little league tryouts go last weekend?
Oh,
Watching paint dry.
it was 6 hours, bro.
Ooh,
That
it's a
Sunday
long
took
day.
6 hours.
Yeah, it's a long day.
Yeah, so I don't know what I'm doing. Finally, I got a dad that came up to me on Monday. His kid's in Asher's class. He was at tryouts. He wants to help me do assistant coaching. So I got
Good.
that and basically just gonna throw shit against the wall. Still can't believe I'm drafting
You're
7,
frozen.
8,
You're
9-year-old.
frozen again now.
God damn
Sorry.
it.
I know. Sorry. I'm not.
Am I still frozen?
No, you're not now.
So may I get some help and
Good.
got to do tryouts again here. But yeah, so
Good.
yay.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We'll catch up next week. We'll see what teams we end up on or whatever. We'll talk.
I guess
Talk
so.
some Lily ball.
Oh, yeah, it's happening to you too?
We had our tryouts last Saturday, but
Okay.
our draft is tomorrow night for all the coaches. We'll get together and draft the teams. So we'll figure
Look
out.
at you. So you've been down this road before.
Yeah, I'm not a manager this year though.
Oh,
I haven't
oh.
been a manager in a couple of years. I tried out. I actually interviewed to be a manager this year. I didn't get a team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
there's
don't
only
blame
four.
you.
There's only 4 teams for our division. So
Oh.
we're on the National League side. We have a National League and American League side. So we have 8 teams total.
Well, we have like 10 teams. We have 10 teams, and I get to pick like a college team. So
Nice.
we're going to be the
Gauchos.
SDSU
Oh, okay.
Aztecs.
San Diego State Aztecs. All right.
Where Tony Gwynn went to school.
We were the Gauchos this fall season.
Oh,
Santa
nice.
Barbara.
Santa Barbara. Someone else was like they're the UC Davis banana. What are the banana slugs?
Oh yeah, nice.
Not a bad one. Not a bad one.
Yeah. Nice.
So, but
Cool,
cool,
man.
we'll talk
Have a nice
about it.
weekend.
We're not drafting for a couple weeks, I don't think so.
Oh, really?
But we'll see where you guys are at here soon.
Yeah, we had our draft last Saturday, and then the makeups were last night, and then the draft is tomorrow night. So we'll see. Yeah.
This is going to be it's going to be a shit show, man. I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm all in.
Herding cats. Herding cats.
And then some.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
All right,
man.
brother.
All
Have a
right,
nice
dude.
weekend.
Talk to you soon.
Peace out.
Later.